What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So as you can tell by the title, we have some absolutely freaking insane news to cover in this video via leaks on the TFW 2005 threads that came out a few days ago. This person goes into some insane details and also kind of cites the source because of how crazy some of this info is, which is pretty interesting as well. So I'm gonna read what this user Seth Sunthe says, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on it as always. So first up here, and I quote, "Rumor is ENERGON Optimus is currently being planned as the next Titan bot, not Star Convoy. He supposedly includes the drones and trailer, obviously. What makes him go Titan class, I don't know, but that's just the current rumor as of now. No Wing Saber from what I've seen. Hasbro's not sure whether the next Haslab should be Gigatron or Primus. Both are in development. GUOP reissue is coming for Hasbro. It's great enough, and they don't see remaking him soon. It is not the mysterious leader of the Walmart capsule. It's an AOP repack. Sentinel Prime is coming as a retool of something else." Oh boy, guys. Oh man. If y'all know me on the channel, 80% of this I'm so in for. But before I start breaking down all of this, I want to talk about what else this supposed leaker said here, talking about the source. Somebody was kind of like asking him and like poking at him to give a source and where he's getting this info from, and this is what he had to say about that. "Rumor is still a rumor, though to clarify, it's from the same group of leakers. As always, it might end up on nothing as well as it might end up being happening. First, it was just hinted that a new Prime Bigger was coming, and now just recently it was discovered it turned out to be Energon OP. I'm sharing it because the Soul idea is insane, not sure what is going to give him the Titan class price if he ends up happening as the rumor says. Also sharing to see if people are willing to pay more bucks to buy what is basically a Commander Plus." It's basically stuff he heard from the usual leakers in like Discord groups or wherever they privately discuss these leaks from Hasbro that they don't quite want to reveal to the public on TFW or on social media. So that's pretty interesting. But going back to what is actually stated here, oh my god, y'all, oh man. If Energon Optimus is the Titan class for next year, I'm sold. I need it right now. Now, I know people are going to be a little annoyed that he's a Titan because of the size of him and kind of like the simplicity of the character overall in terms of his design and engineering. Think about it. You know, with the recent scaling of the RID2001 Optimus Prime Combiner, what they would need to do with a Cybertron Optimus, it kind of goes in line with a slightly bigger commander class with extra engineering and more accessories and parts to it, because I'm assuming the individual limbs are either going to have a robot mode or added engineering and features to it. Optimus is probably going to be bigger than the original toy, probably around the size of RID 2001 Optimus or Omega Prime, or maybe even a little bigger. Probably going to come with blast effects, the sword that he had, the blaster he had in the show, probably some other accessories and effects from the show itself, and all the other features we saw him use in the show as well. So, I don't know, I think with all that stuff added up, it pretty much is worth the Titan class price in my opinion. You know, Omega Prime was basically a Titan class, and that was just two Commander class figures put together basically. So I'm not really opposed to this idea as some people may be, but I can understand why some people would need a bit more convincing on an Energon Optimus being a Titan class, a $200 figure. But when you add it all up, you can kind of see how it would make sense in the modern era right now with just how things are for this Energon Optimus to be a Titan class. And the Haslab being either Gigatron or Primus seems plausible. I mean, they did Optimus and Ultra Magnus as a Haslab. It would only be right that they would have their radar on Megatron next. Now, whether I think he should be a Haslab, I don't know. If he is one, I'm gonna do my best to back it. But I really would just prefer him to be a retail release because it would just be so much more easier to get. But if they got to do it as a Haslab to get a new one out there that is properly proportioned and just a much better engineered figure overall than the original 2001 figure, then it is what it is. I guess we're just going to have to live with that. And plus, we won't be able to get the Galvatron repaint because of it being locked as a Haslab, which would suck as well. So I definitely think Primus would be a better fit for Haslab. But again, if they got to do Gigatron as a Haslab, so be it. I'm still going to try and back it. And for those of you that don't know, the abbreviation GUOP is Galaxy Upgrade Optimus, the leader class that came out during Siege in 2019. It's basically a G1ified Cybertron Optimus and is kind of influenced from the IDW 2.0 run of comics that was out during the time as well. So Hasbro thinking that is basically a good enough modern Cybertron 2005 Optimus is pretty ridiculous considering all the faithful updates we've gotten in the years after that Optimus with Override, Metroplex, Hot Rod, so many figures, Starscream. It just feels like that Optimus is so out of place now, and if it really is true that it's just going to be a reissue next year at some point for that mold, instead of them doing a new Cybertron Optimus later down the line as like a Commander class, I think would work the best, then that really does suck to me. I don't like that idea. I really don't think that leader class mold has aged well at all in terms of giving a nice, accurate representation of that Cybertron design. I really do feel like they've butchered it. I've said this in past videos, but I really do feel like it still needs to be said, because if they are reissuing it, that is a really bad idea, because so many people do not like that Optimus anymore, and they just want a new one because of how expensive the old one is, and we just want a new one in the modern era with more streamlined engineering and articulation. It would just be so peak. And the Walmart capsule for the Cybertron 2005 subline next year being an Age of the Primes repack is a little trash. I was hoping it would be some unique leader class figure that would fit into the Cybertron theme a bit better, but it seems like they're just shoehorning in a random Age of Primes leader class into a Cybertron cartoon subline, which really makes no sense to me. If this is true, that is an absolutely terrible idea. It should be somebody else that's actually related to the Cybertron series, not some random repack. But we're going to have to wait and see if that's true or not. And Sentinel Prime coming, whether it's next year or 2026, I'd assume it's 2026 because we already have basically the full wave breakdowns for next year, unless if he's like an exclusive because of the leaker here saying it's going to be a retool. He might just be an exclusive next year. Maybe he's one of those unknown listings that we found at like Target or Walmart or maybe Amazon. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that. But very interesting stuff here, guys. I mean, I'm definitely hyped for an Energon Titan class Optimus, because I've been saying for months now we need more Energon and Beast Machines representation in the modern Generations line, and it seems like we're finally going to be getting it. They're doing more than testing the waters here with a little core class Megatron. They're giving us a Titan class Optimus. They're going for the big guns this time around, allegedly. So hopefully this works out and we actually do get this figure. And all the other stuff, we're going to have to wait and see. I'm a little 50-50 on some of this, but yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below what y'all think about these crazy leaks. Do you believe them? Do you not? All my social medias are linked down below, including my email if you guys want to hit me up about business inquiries, if you want to message me about whatever, or if you want to commission a diorama from me, because I make dioramas for people for their stop motions, photography, or just regular display shelves in your homes, you could either hit me up on any of my social media accounts or just email me and we can work out a deal. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye!